Came around, I met First Lady, Minority Leader in Parliament, Member of Parliament for Biafra South, distinguished members of the MPP community, President of the Ghana Bar Association, and unknown congregates of the Ebenezer Presbyterian Church, fellow Ghanaians, ladies and gentlemen. Over 60 years ago, the Achimawakwa Presbytery hosted people from all walks of life who were gathered in Tini to pay their last respects because it was a Kwame Chuchu Pratikakwa who died suddenly whilst in detention without trial in the Islam security prison on 4th February 1965. Through these past 60 years, Presbytery has consistently celebrated anniversaries of Dankwah's death, hosted memorial service, and it was hard for me to discover that the church spearheaded a wreath-laying ceremony a month ago, thereby utilizing Dr. Dankwah and paying tribute to his memory. The Presbyterian Church's role in Dankwah's life transcended performance ceremonies linked to his death. In September 1927, nearly 100 years ago, it was the same presbytery that hosted the climaxing event of the 5-day elaborate celebrations that took place in Chile to mark the return of the son of the soil, who had qualified as a lawyer, and whom his mentor, Joseph Behavior, one of the co-founders of the Aborigines Rights Protection Society and the National Congress of British West Africa, described as having, quote, just taken the PhD degree of the London University, about the highest test in the world, unquote. This welcome and the blessings bestowed upon Dankwah appear to be the perfect launching pad for his exploits for Ghana and the world. We continue to thank the church for her constant solicitude for Dr. Dankwah, son of the legendary Albachi, the first name mission of the church in Achimawakwa. Dankwah's initial exertions were in practicing law, and he enrolled as a barrister of the Supreme Court, and then set up his first law firm, Chief J.J. Within months of his return, he made an indelible mark on the legal landscape by completing and publishing his efforts at the codifying of account law and customs through his first two books. Cases in account law, decisions delivered by the Honorable Nanaso Offertory, KBE, mining of Achimawakwa, and 2, account laws and customs, and the Achimawakwa Constitution. These books, which Dr. Dankwah compiled while he served with his brother, the Offertory's court before his studies in England, led him to be celebrated as the leading exponent of the academic legal profession, in the manner of one of the most prominent members of the Aborigines Rights Protection Society, John Mensah Saba, lawyer, legislator, and statesman. The books also placed him in distinguished company as one of the trailblazing Gold Coast scholars, producing the first fundamental legal studies pertaining to African customary law. By documenting an independent legal tradition that remains historically and systematically relevant and has become a recognized guideline for courts, Dankwah completed his first national civic duty, which has stood the test of time. The rest of Dankwah's lifetime accomplishments appear to have stemmed out of a pledge made in 1922. A student co-founder of the London-based Local Students Association, a gathering of Ghanaian students interested in the progress and development of the Gold Coast. And aspiring to be a change maker, he declared as part of his membership subscription that he would focus, quote, on the study and propagation of social and educational reforms, unquote, on his return to the Gold Coast after his studies. No action that Dankwah took or campaign he embarked upon from that point onward was performed in a vacuum. The books he wrote, promoting Akan religion and Akan folklore, his play in tree, Nyankosan, promoting the Akan language, which he dedicated to my mother and my aunt, Offertory, his public disagreements with Action School on the teaching of Gold Coast history, or the teaching of English literature on the birth persons of classes. These campaigns were always aimed at reform that would enhance and promote the Gold Coast idea. And it was the same pledge that enabled Dankwah to use his newspaper, The Times of West Africa, as a force for change, long before it became fashionable to do so. Through his articles, he protested against the ills of colonialism and strove to raise national consciousness and engender patriotism in the citizens of the Gold Coast, especially the youth. In addition to his journalism, he preached the gospel of Gold Coast nationhood under the proposed name of Ghana, a salute to the ancient empire of Ghana of medieval times. It is evident that Ghana was very intentional about what he sought to do for his country, even by his choice of the motto for the paper. Quote, keep fighting, there's more beyond, unquote. He explained his motto as, quote, the everlasting fight that insists that progress should have the better of insecurity, uncertainty, backwardness, oppression, stagnation, and all that prevent liberty and freedom from pursuing their rightful course, and which failure the greatest enemy of man, unquote. And throughout his life, Dankwah pursued right, freedom, and justice, and came and campaigned for development on all fronts in the Gold Coast. In his books, in his speeches to the many youth clubs and societies in the Gold Coast, as a legislator, as an opposition leader, and as a detainee in prison without trial, losing his life in the fight for justice and the liberties, freedoms, and rights of the Ghanaian people. After his death, an array of accomplished Ghanaians and dignitaries from all over the world honored his memory in the book of tributes, the precursor of songs to the compendium we are launching today. Contributors to that version included his United Party colleagues, Professor Akufo Addo, and Offertory, as well as Nigeria's first president, Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, who has spent 3 years in the cries of contemporary Dankwah's independence and freedom, and Chief Offertory Awolowo, the first president of the Western region of Nigeria, also paying their respects. Also paying tribute to Dankwah's memory was leading CPP politician Archibald Sehefe, son of Dankwah's mentor, Joseph Sehefe, and confidant of President Kwame, who wrote in that quote, few men in our time and age have made a greater contribution, to the advance of the country than that made by the late Dr. J.B Dankwah. For selflessness, self-sacrifice, and devotion to duty and to an ideal, is equal, unquote. However, what is striking and what comes across as the ringing theme from traversing all the tributes was the acknowledgement of Dankwah's trailblazing quest for the establishment of democratic rule in Ghana, his hatred of injustice and oppression, his championing of the cause of freedom and the cause of human and civil liberties under the rule of law. Dankwah was a proud, true, and liberal humanist. He believed the right conditions had to be prevailed for every single Ghanaian to thrive and achieve their full potential. They bought socialism and believed socialism exemptions were various of capitalism, thereby stifling the rapid development of wealth. Today, Dankwah's hopes and dreams for a democratic Ghana in which the rule of law is paramount have been established. Development and freedom, the mantra of the new patriotic party in the fourth republic, is the operating principle of the state. That is one target at liberating, in his words, the energies of the people for the growth of the property-owning democracy in this land, with right, freedom, and justice is the principle to which the government and the laws of the land should be dedicated in order specifically to enrich the life, property, and liberty of each and every citizen. Even though he never held executive office, Dankwah's influence and impact have been truly exceptional and have permeated virtually all aspects of Ghanaian life: constitutional, legal, literary, philosophical, theological, economic, educational, legislative, agricultural, academic, cultural, sporting, the nature of Ghana's geographical territory today, and the very name this country bears. This is a truly astonishing legacy, which is well manifested in Dankwah's own words. In an expert of a letter to the Minister of Interior in October 1961, during his first petition without trial. And I quote, "My record of 34 years in Ghana politics has, I am proud to say, been a clean one, devoid of ugly chapters of violence. The terminal national problems are universally approached by me with the right, by me with philosophical calm. I'm aware that such an approach does not always lead to popular or quick results, but what it creates becomes a permanent part of history and the rule. The liberal democratic system that exists in Ghana today is very much a state in which all arms of government are subject to law, as ultimately declared by the Supreme Court, which is the pronouncement Dankwah unsuccessfully sought from the courts of the Supreme Court in the celebrated case of J.B Dankwah in 1961. Dankwah's persistent call for the rule of law to be entrenched in the body politic as the ultimate guarantee of liberty and individual freedom in his day are finally today the central features of the Ghanaian polity, which we must never renounce. Despite the breadth and depth of Dr. Dankwah's contribution to the development of Ghana, his name continues to elicit needless controversy in death as in life. We recall vividly the inhuman conditions of Kwame Nkrumah's PP government attacking the conduct of his burial in 1965 after his cruel death in solitary confinement in the dungeons of the Swan prison. We are current witnesses 60 years after his death to the vicious name call that attends his mention by would-be responsible members of society. Those of us who love the work of this great champion of Ghanaian freedom and must take solace in this matter, not just from the benevolence of our God in heaven, but also from the philosophic calm which Dr. Dankwah came for himself in the cells of 17 prison. I'd like to express my deepest appreciation to Dankwah's conservative successor, Dr. J.B Dankwah and Gideon for the compilation of this seminal book to honor Dr. J.B Dankwah. I'd like also to thank everyone from all walks of life who has contributed statements for this campaign. It is my hope that very soon our plan Saturday's PhD thesis on Dr. Dankwah will be transformed into a full-fledged biography of his life and times, a publication that is long overdue. In conclusion, it is now my great honor and pleasure to launch this compilation of comparative commemorative statements honoring the legacy of Dr. J.